Guys, it's heartbreaking moments with High Siren. The moment we've been dreading. Oh, and if you're asking why I'm covering my face, guys, you need to tell me I need to stop stressing out. Look at them. They're like herpes disease is just spreading everywhere. Ugh. It's just they're everywhere and they hurt. Guys, my family is a long line of really pretty faces. Like, their faces don't have zits or anything. And I got that from my mother. But recently I've been breaking out like I have a disease that makes you break out so fucking much. It's just, it's so fucking irritating. Off that subject. Well, guys, this is the moment we've been dreading. Heartbreaking moments with High. Okay. So, my first heartbreaking moment, we're going to start from the child's age. My first heartbreaking moment was when I think the worst one was when my sister moved out. And I didn't really have anybody, except for my dad. But we really don't get along anymore, to be honest, me and him. But, no, I mean, I'm just like him. I think that's the reason we don't get along, is because I'm exactly like him. I mean, I seem nice, I seem down to earth, but when I'm in a grumpy mood, just like he's in a grumpy mood, and we start, like, pissing each other off, I will seriously get really bitchy at him, and I feel really bad for it. Because, you know, like, guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. You only have two parents in your whole entire life. Even if you're adopted, it doesn't matter. You still have two. You have your adopted parents, and then you have your real parents. Okay? And for me, I wasn't adopted, but for me, there's only two parents in my life. And you gotta learn, guys, like, you're young nowadays, like, people probably watching my videos are, like, in their mid-15s, 13s. You gotta be nice to your parents, dude. Because I learned for a fact, my dad's 35, my mom's 56. I know that I'm not gonna have them around for very long. I mean, I'm only 15, and my mother had me when she was 49. Like, oh, well, 42, sorry. That would make me like 10. Sorry. But you just gotta learn, you don't have your parents around for very long. And they could be driving, and you could have said something horrible to them. And you could just, like, it could ruin your life. Because if they were to die while driving that car, or while going somewhere, when you said those horrible or mean things to them, that would have been the last thing floating around in their minds. Or the last thing you ever said to them. So every time your parents leave the house, you tell them you love them. Okay? You don't say, oh, I hate you, just go along with your friends, go do this, go do that. Say I love you before they leave the house, because you never know if that's going to be the last time you see them again. I'm going to tell you about a situation in 2011. And I don't really get along with the other side of my family. Because to them, I think, except for my father, which he loves me. Granted, we are assholes. I do love my father. I really do. I might talk shit about him. I might dislike him in ways you guys won't understand. But deep down inside, I know that's my father, and I came from his loins. And without him and my mother, I would not be here. So, just sit there and think while you're saying you hate your father or you hate your mother. Without them, you wouldn't be here. Back onto my decision. In 2011, April 18th, I think it was, my grandmother, from my father's side, whom was like my best friend, she passed away, and we don't know how. People said it was because of a heart attack, and it wasn't. And you can have Small and High and Carrie Elvis. I was completely, just utterly fucked in the head. Like, I didn't want to understand any of it. I didn't talk to people. I was just so pissed off, and I just wanted to know why they had to take her away from me and why they decided that it was her time to go. And what you guys gotta understand is, your family is your family. You can't hate your family. But there are reasons that I hate my other side of my family. There are reasons. Because for one, people are ignorant. People are really ignorant. Yes, they may be your family, but they are ignorant. You're going to have that 2 or 3 people in your life that are so ignorant that they don't even talk to you after like 3 years. But when they need something, they'll come back. Well, I've not talked to any side of my family except for my father in a year. Probably 2, maybe 3. I've not heard or seen them since my grandmother had passed away. Off of this subject, because I'm gonna cry. My second worst moment, I would have to say, was when I was told I could not see my brother anymore. My dad has a girlfriend, okay? Me and her may not get along, but in other words, I hate her for taking my dad away from me, but in a sense, I know it's not her fault. But I hate her for obvious reasons, guys. You just don't understand. And I'm not going to spill out my whole story so you guys can be like bitching in the comments, like, why the fuck does that lady need to do that? Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? You don't need to be doing that. But I'll get to see my brother sometime, hopefully next month, when my father has him. Oh, and Bubby, if you're watching this, or if Lori or them's watching this, Bubby, I'm proud of you for getting kicked out of that school. You gotta learn stuff, bro. You can't be doing bad shit. You gotta learn from it, man. But other than that, I've not seen my brother in at least 3 months. He called me on my birthday, and you can ask anybody, I cried. Because I miss that little boy. Granted, his other sister might say, you're not his sister, you're not this, you're not that, but deep down inside, I love that little boy. I would risk my life for that kid, even if it meant dying for him. I'd do anything to see that kid again, ever in my life. I would do anything. And if any of you have a little brother or sister and you know what I'm going through, you understand that I would do anything to see that kid. Next thing. I got a really kind of funny but yet sad. And this is when I was 6, granted, and I loved animals. I still love animals. One day I'll give you guys a tour of my house and everything, but I have a pet guinea pig. His name's Merle. He's like 3 years old. I've had him since he was like a baby. He's like really weird. He feels like a Brillo pad. Off subject. I have had 3 guinea pigs in the past 7 years. My very first one made me bawl my eyes out because when she died in the worst possible way. It kind of upset me, but in a way I thought there isn't really a reason to cry for animals, because at least she was there for a little while. You gotta think on the positive sides on death subjects, dudes. So just remember that. This is gonna turn really bad. I can feel it. I'm gonna talk about something that's happened recently. I've had things go on in my life the past 2 years, 2013 through 2014, to where I have not been able to see Carrie-O or Smold. And I'm ashamed of myself, but Smold Smold and Cariel have helped me through getting over this. You guys gotta understand, I've known Cariel for like 4 years. I've known Cariel 8, 9 years. I mean, I've known Tiffany, aka Smold, like 9 or 10 years. Those people are like my family. They trump any side of my other family, the Richard side. They trump my cousins. Like, not even joking. If I'm like upset, yeah, they'll punch me in the shoulders. They'll make me stronger than I usually am, because that's what they are to me. They're my source of happiness and sadness, and they make me stronger, and they've made me the person I am today, which I'm a really strong person. Like, if it came down to a lot of things that has happened in my life, I wouldn't have made it through without them. And I hope when you guys watch this, I really hope I don't start crying. But Cariel doesn't know this, but Tiffany does, because she told me not to think about it anymore. I've thought about suicide 5 times this past year. All because I couldn't see them anymore. And it's nothing about their parents or about my parents or anything. I get to go to the mall, I get to see them every day. But it hurts not being able to see them anymore until this whole thing is sorted out. That's why it killed me when I told Tiffany I had been thinking about it. And she told me not to do that because I have my mom to think about. And that would kill my mother, because I'm the littlest out of 3. And I'm the only one she has right now, like, living with her. Why? And without me, she'd be alone. That's why when I grow older, I ain't leaving her alone. She's coming with me wherever I go, even if we have to walk there. But Tiffany had told me I cannot do that. There are so many other people that love me, involving her and involving Cariel. And I thought to myself, I can't do that to my mom. I can't do that to my friends. I have not thought about suicide in over 3 months. Not once. And I don't think I'll ever think about it again. Because ending your life is the easy way out. You take the hard way. You stick it through. You remember that, everybody. You stick through life. You don't take the easy way out. There's a lot of people that took the easy way out. And it's hurt a lot of people involving them. Don't take the easy way out, guys. Just stick through it. You can do it, because one day, whatever's happening in your life that made you think those things, it's going to go away, and you're going to get to have happiness again, and you won't have to think those things anymore. So if you're going through anything involving suicide, or you're thinking about it, Twitter me, message me. I'll post my Facebook link in the YouTube. Just message me. I don't care who you are, just message me and I'll help you. Okay? So don't worry about what's ever happening in your life, because if it's a boyfriend and he broke up with you, or cheated on you, or someone in your family died, don't end your life because of that. Because in the end, you have other people who love you and who need you there for them, or someone who's feeling way more worse than you are, and you need to think about that. Back to a happier topic. I guess this is the end of Heartbreaking Moments with Hi, aka Hi Siren 13. I hope you guys have a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow for Getting to Know Hi Siren. Bye, guys.